Hello YouTube, Elite Legionarii here, and today I am bringing you a 2 vs 2 Rome Total War battle. And this battle I set up with very specific rules. It was a Rome versus Gaul and Germania battle, and as the Romans we had to use pre-Marian armies, and Gaul was not allowed to use any chosen swordsmen, and Germania wasn't allowed to use any more than one berserker unit and limit chosen axemen as well. My army consists of 4 units of gold Hastati, 4 units of gold Principi, and 4 units of gold Triarii. I've also got 4 gold attack Roman archers. I've got 3 units of gold equites and 1 unit of silver gold general's bodyguard that has my general in it. My opponent, the Marksta, has 6 units of Hastati with 3 upgrades, 6 units of Principi with 3 upgrades, and I think one's got 4 upgrades. He's got 4 units of Roman archers, which have, looks to be silver type upgrades, and he's also got 4 units of silver equites. So that's his army. And his opponent, I suck at this game, I don't know why you'd call yourself something like that, but whatever, has 5 units of extremely heavily upgraded. I think they're absolutely maxed out swordsmen. He's got a unit of Forester Warband for, Druids for supporting. He's got a unit of gold Barbarian Chosen Warlord, and a unit of Knight-graded Barbarian Cavalry. So he's got a very small but extremely powerful, heavily upgraded army. And my opponent's done pretty much the opposite thing. He's brought a very huge but non-upgraded army, and his army consists of 10 chosen axemen, which was really breaking the rules. But they got no upgrades. He has 4 units of chosen archers, Archer Warband. He's got 4 units of the Spear Warband and 1 unit of Berserkers with a heap of upgrades and his general in it. I would never put a general unit in a Berserker unit because obviously Berserkers go out of control and the general would probably get killed, so it's not a good idea. So I'm going to move up towards this sort of hilly area here, but I'm not going to stay in this forest because I don't want them getting any advantages. So as you can see over here, these guys just sit for quite a while, and unfortunately the Marksta, my ally, he has connection problems about halfway through his fight with Gaul, and I have to drop him, which is a bit unfortunate, but otherwise the game would have ended and that would have been annoying. So anyway, just the way it goes. So his infantry is a lot better than mine, but I got more upgrades, but he has got a lot of them. I'm a little concerned about fighting all those chosen axemen, because chosen axemen can bust through urban cohort even, and I mean I'm using a pre-Marian Roman army here, so I wouldn't stand much of a chance, but I've got a lot more upgrades, so I'll probably do alright. But my plan is actually to use fire arrows on them. I want to weaken the morale, and I just want to frighten them and get them to rout fast when they attack me. They've got no armour, so they'll take lots of damage. I'm not even going to try and shoot his archers because they'll outrange me. I'm just going to weaken his chosen axemen with fire arrows, damage their morale, and take a few of their casualties down. So when they come and fight me, when they come up against more experienced or more upgraded troops, they'll pretty much rout straight away. That's my plan. The only thing that really bothers me are these berserkers. Other than that, I'm not too concerned. And this is sort of create like a new box to protect his berserkers here, but if I wanted to I could just blast them with my arrows. But I'm keeping the Ace of Triplex formation going on here. This is how Rome would have usually formed its early period armies up. Hastati in the front, Principi in the middle, and Triarii in the back. And the real amateur, like sort of town watch Rorarii would have been in the very 4th line, but this game doesn't have any sort of representation of it, except for perhaps town watch, but I'm not too bothered. And of course they'd have equites on the wings, but cavalry were not really part of Roman warfare. This battle's sort of like a somewhat historically accurate style battle, using sort of barbarian factions versus Rome. So as you can see, I'm flaming his chosen axemen, and I'm basically just wanting to, like I said, panic them and thin their numbers. And his archers are firing back, but I can't really do a lot, but I'm going to use my cavalry to hopefully draw some of their fire out. I don't really want to lose too many men with my cavalry, but I can risk it. But as you can see, his men are taking quite a lot of casualties. Well, they're actually not taking a heap of casualties yet, but they're getting thinned out, and they will panic when they come in. What's the plan? As you can see over here, these two are not really doing it, just repositioning themselves, with my ally getting a nice hill edge there. As you can see, my flaming arrows are coming in, but flaming arrows don't do as many, are not as accurate, don't do as much casualties, but against units like Germania, especially chosen axemen, have got no defense against his arrows and stuff. He shouldn't be sitting here like this. He needs to be charging so that my arrows don't do too much damage to him. But this is good, because what will happen is his men will be more panicked when they rush me, and they should just rout a lot faster against my far more upgraded troops. That's what I was aiming to do, and that's my plan. My Triarii have very limited use here. I was expecting our opponents to have lots of cavalry, which they should have, because they have a lot better archers and cavalry than pre-Marian Rome. They could have easily brought tons of Gothic cavalry and barbarian noble cavalry, and they would have easily won. So as you can see, they charge here, and they get a whole heap of peeler in their face, and they're going to get beaten real quickly. And you're going to hit the side here, but as you can see, he just received a whole lot of peeler, and he just routs. And as you can see, I've got my cavalry coming in, and I'm going to hit the back of this chosen axeman unit, and it's just going to rout. So there's a pretty easy bit of work there. So this is basically his first line defeated, and I'm onto his second line. So his men are just going to pretty much chain rout the moment they come into contact with my men. And this is a really annoying part of this game. If you walk past the phalanx unit, sometimes your cavalry will just run straight into it, even though you've told them not to. So here he comes forward, and I'm going to return on my peeler. I turned them off. I didn't want my Principe to waste theirs. And he's clumped himself in the middle, not a good move. As you can see, his men are chain routing pretty much right away, just like I expected they would, and they're getting a heap of peeler in their face. So, and while he's been doing this, my other cavalry have been routing his archers and doing lots of damage there. So that's really good. And as you can see here, I come in to clean up more of his routers and get his archers. So I've pretty much defeated my opponent. As I was just talking about, my cavalry seems to keep going into these pikes. I do not know why. I am not telling them to do this. They just keep running into them, and it is so annoying. But at the same time, it caused his berserkers to go insane, which is really good, because that will allow my archers to get them. So that's pretty much a surefire victory there. As you can see, my archers did most of the work here, which is great. My cavalry certainly got plenty of kills though, and I'm just picking up routers. So let's go over to Gaul versus Julli. As you can see, these Equites got beaten down by these cavalry. My opponent, ally rather, shouldn't have let that happen. He's got numerical superiority in terms of numbers, and here's a whole lot of gold hidden forests. I couldn't see them before, so they're there as well, and they're very deadly. I don't know whether he's throwing his peeler, and he's very clumped up here, which is not good, but I think by this point he had to get dropped. So this is probably AI, not my actual ally. He really could have just used his peeler to thin these ranks out considerably, but fighting them one for one is not going to be very easily done. But over here there's a potential to outflank, but I'm pretty sure this is the AI by now, so obviously Gaul is likely to win this. So there's the German general just killed, and as you can see, there's a Julli one as well. As you can see, my archers are shooting the backs of these spear warband that are in phalanx in new box formation, and I'm just going to let my archers wipe them out. as long as they can. So there's one side of the box destroyed by archer fire. New box just a terrible strategy in my opinion, especially if the opponent's got lots and lots of archers. And I've only got 4 archers, and they're only Roman archers, which are very average. So that's the box is getting cleaned up. As you can see, the Roman army routs by taking on these Gallic cords. Doing a wee bit better over here, but that's because I've got a slight height edge. But my opponent went with a very big non-upgraded army, whereas his opponent went with a smaller upgraded one. He probably went for slightly too small for my likes, but the other guy went for too big and non-upgraded. So as you can see, my opponent is completely defeated. He chooses to admit defeat, and that's a good game to him. So yeah. And anyway, let's get back over here, and obviously, like I said, the Marksta is not actually playing, it's the AI by this point, so don't think he's a great player. I don't actually know what he's like as a player. I've never seen him or played him before, so I don't actually know, but don't judge his skill based on what's happening here, because this is not a good assessment, because it's the AI. And this is what the AI does, it spreads all its troops out all over the place, and it's just really stupid. So as you can see, he gets, the AI gets pretty bashed up, and I am on my way over here now with my army, which is pretty much undamaged. You missed this fight here, sorry, I forgot to show you this, I was too busy over there. But this big clump of dead bodies here is one unit of berserkers destroyed like all these men, all these cavalry and all these infantry. And like I said, they had all the upgrades and they're very deadly, but they're gone now, thankfully. I limit it to 1 berserker because too many berserkers would make this very hard for Rome. And I took chosen swordsmen out, and I limited chosen axemen as well, because both units are easily able to fight pre-Marian Roman units, so that's why I did that. I think pre-Marian games are a lot of fun. They're pretty uncommon online. Almost no one will ever do it unless you very specifically set rules, but it's always fun to do it when you get a chance. So I'm just going to triple speed it here. As you can see, the AI is obviously just going to get pulverized by the Gallic player. So let's just keep triple speeding. As you can see, it looks quite interesting in triple speed. He's got a few archers up here that are not really doing, they're doing quite a bit of damage. I wouldn't let them just sit there and shoot me, but because the AI is not entirely intelligent, it doesn't know who to target, I wouldn't let them do that. I would just, as you can see, look, the idiotic AI just charged all his archers into his front line, and those archers might actually have been able to thin their numbers out quite a bit. So that's one thing that desperately needs fixing in Rome too, is the AI. It is terrible. So anyway, and the only time I've found the AI to be any good is when it's got really overpowered units and stuff like chariots and urban cohort and all that kind of stuff, and Spartans and all that, because the units are so good it can still win with them, or do well with them at least. So I'm just going to shoot him with my arrows, but he's in a loose formation, so I'm not going to have a hell of a lot of effect. And as you can see, my cavalry's pretty much full intact, and I'm just forming up again, and I'm going to put my Stati in front again, Principe in the middle, and Triarii in the back. So I'm going to move my cavalry up, move my infantry up, and I'm just going to mop up what I can. Here's some Gallic cavalry here to get rid of these Julli archers, but you should be a wee bit more concerned about what I'm doing now. So my archers are still pouring shots in. It's only doing average amounts of damage, but those units rout. I'm just being a bit careful because they've got a lot of upgrades, but I don't think they'd be able to do much damage to me. So here I'm going to mop up the rest of these units out here with my cavalry, but I see his own cavalry's coming in, and that could be dangerous. So I will pull out in a moment, just to be on the safe side. And then I'm just going to come in here, and his unit's pretty much chain route, and here he catches some of my equites off guard, but I pull them out because I want to draw them into my Triarii. But I mean, I just want to win without losing unnecessary casualties. and I'd probably actually, there's a potential for me to lose that cav battle if I let that general's unit get in there, 'cause it's got a hell of a lot of upgrades. So it charges into my Hastati and Principe, but I bring my Triarii in and I'm just going to pulverise it. But as you can see, it's actually doing alright, considering how outnumbered it is and surrounded and everything. So that's basically it. And there's the Gallic General. And that will be the end of this very fun 2 versus 2 Rome versus Gaul and Germania battle. Any minute now. There we go. So as you can see, I had 1,479 men, got 1,673 kills and had 1,194 men remaining. The Marksta had 1,503 men, he got 617 kills and 426 men remaining. He had to be dropped because he caused connection problems halfway through the game, so that's why they didn't do so well. The Gallic player had 756 men, he got 1,283 kills and he had 34 men remaining. And the Germanian player, as you can see, has a pretty crass name, I'm not going to say. He had 1,724 men, he got 244 kills and 145 men remaining. And these are my stats, as you can see. My Equites all did good, my Hastati did good, pretty good anyway. My Roman archers did very good, getting this unit got 250 kills without taking a single casualty. So this was all about archers, and that's not normally the case for Rome. So anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this battle, and I will bring you a reverse of the situation where me and another guy will be in command of Gaul and Germania, and we'll go up against the pre-Marian Roman pair next time. So I'll see you then, guys.